Okay, everyone. Hello. Thank you. Okay. All right. This is Sunday night live for Focus Point. So I'm gonna be sharing real quick with us today on how to build your a successful brand. And I know that is something that is in top of the mind of so many people, including myself. And hopefully we'll be able to pick up some things today, even as we go along. I hope my network is nice over there. So I want to see if anybody is on already. Let me check right here because sometimes I can't see from the screen. So I'm just gonna check from here. All right. Okay. Awesome. Okay, Pastor Victoria, thank you for joining. Awesome. So let's just start right away. I really want to first of all thank every one of you for I'm not sure if I've done a video after the Focus Point Summit, and another one is going to be coming up in March by God's grace. But I want us to continue to keep ourselves updated here. Please always share understanding, share your tip, share success story about what is going on in your business. Promote yourself. Network doesn't work until we work it. So please try to promote yourself, promote your business, promote your brand. Let us know if you have a sales going on. Let us know if you need any help that we can render, as a community. So ask questions. Somebody may have an answer. So that is why we are able to pin the schedule for actually making posts on this group, and that is gonna help you pretty much. So I want you to maximize this group, as much as you can. So let us ask questions. Somebody somewhere will have an answer. Whatever you need, somebody may have an answer. So please make sure you share your question, your concern. And also, if you have some business tip, give it out. Let us grow together and expand together. I've always enjoyed all the business. Hey, Nada, God bless you. Good evening. Good to see you here. Always enjoy everyone tip that we've been posting here. Is always refreshing. So let us keep it going, okay? So today we're going to be talking about, and by the way, I want this to be like every Sunday. We're going to be having different speaker coming in, by me, it will be somebody else. But every Sunday we're going to be having live class like this, okay? Something to keep us going and building our businesses. So this is going to be very, very awesome. It's going to be transformational. Yes, transformational. So it's going to be very, very good. So you want to make sure you are part of this, because many business owners are lonely out there. But once you are part of this, not only that you will be supported, you will also have tools, training, and also mentorship that will help you to be successful in whatever you are doing. So every Sunday we're going to be having this, okay? 7 o'clock, depending on who the speaker is and what time is available. So let us go to today's topic about building a successful brand. So what is a brand? That is the first thing you have to ask yourself. What is a brand? Okay? And to everyone who is starting a business, it doesn't have to be a business, it can be a personal brand. And sometimes, whether you know it or not, you already have a natural brand. As a person, you have a natural brand. People will always know you for something. If you don't know this, just ask about 10 people around you. Tell them to use a word to describe you. When I was doing a graphic design class, one of the things that I didn't really pay attention to about myself and brand is I didn't have time to ask people what they think about me. So one of the classes that I took asked that, demand that we write, a paper or a research on our brand. And I was able to ask a couple of people, 5, 10 people, about what they can use to describe me. Describe me with a word. And it's so amazing that most of them, all of them unanimously, describe me with the same word. Okay, focused, passionate, and they describe me with that, everyone describe me with just a word. And as a result of that, I'm able to brand myself around that word. So whether you know it or not, you have a brand. You have a brand. Yes. Yes. It could be what you do in other, or your character, or what people have known you to be over time. Okay, people who stay close to you, they have known you. They know what you can do, what you can offer. They know your characteristic. They have known you for some reason. So just those who are close to you, those who are your friend, that can be very honest with you, just ask them, what do they think about you? That you use one word to describe you. One word to describe you. That is a brand. That is what people have imagined about you. That is what they see about you. That is how they can describe you. The same thing goes for business. Okay, how do you want people to see you? Okay, what is going to be your identity? You have to know that before you set out most of the time into, a bigger dimension or platform of your business. How do you want people to describe you? What image do you want to portray about your business? So when you know that, you begin to move in that direction. All right, you begin to move in that direction. You begin to build according to how you want people to describe you, or your target audience, your customer, the kind of people you want to reach. So yes, Pastor Timmy Daniels, welcome. God bless you. So how do you want to be described? How do you want to be described? So identity is your brand, or identity is your identity. Let me just say, a brand is identity. Identity, what is identity? What do people know you for? What do people know your business for? Or what do you want them to know your business for? What kind of image do you want to project? What kind of image? This is the question you ask yourself when building your brand. What kind of image do I want to project? What do I want people to know me for? To know my product for? To know my business for? To know my ministry for? What do you want them to know you for? So these two primary questions are very, very important. What do people know you for? Or what kind of, and secondly, what kind of image do you want to project? All right. Adeyinka, look at you. Welcome. Okay, so what do you want them to project in their mind about you, about your business? And if you're building a personal brand too, the same thing goes. Like if you look at the musicians out there, there are rappers, there are different kind of music genre that they present. So they present themselves to what they want their audience to know them for, and so many times they have who their audience is in mind, and they present a brand that will easily connect with these people. All right, so going forward, so a brand is an identity that you build. Number two, a brand is a promise. It's a promise that you give, the promise of your business. What do you promise people? And that is why when you're setting out for a business that has to be a promise or a mantra that you build for yourself. Like I started doing a show on Facebook Live and I call it Greatness Power, leading you into greatness. And I was thinking yesterday I want to change it to activating your greatness. Okay, because I believe everyone have the seed of greatness in them, but the challenge is that they have to activate it. They have to. I didn't want to portray it that greatness is a destination, more than have to be that you have a greatness in you that needs to be activated. So the promise I am giving is that I want to activate the greatness inside of you. So your identity can be the promise. What is the promise of your business? For example, Walmart decided that the promise is to give everyday low prices. That is their promise, and that is their brand. You want cheap clothes, you want inexpensive stuff, go to Walmart. That is the promise that they give. And then, if I go to Walmart, I expect a delivery of that promise that I will have low prices on everything I purchase in Walmart, compared to other stores that look like Walmart. If I go to Macy's, I know it's going to be higher. The clothes there is going to be higher than, the prices are going to be higher than Walmart, because Walmart has a unique promise to give me everyday low prices. And that actually determines where they actually position themselves, the location. That's why you will find Walmart in low income area, because they know these are the people that we actually buy our products. Okay, very important. So brand is your identity. Second, it is the promise of your business. The promise of your business, your identity, and the promise of your business, or your personality, or whatever product or services that you are rendering. So never forget that. So your identity, how people sees you, how the image that you present. So if you are able to establish that before setting out, it becomes easy for you to begin to build and nurture that brand and that identity to become bigger and wider. So how do we build a successful brand? How do we build that brand, that identity, that promise that we have for our business? Number one, visibility. Now, contrary to what other people think, brand is not just your logo. Because when anybody think about branding, they think about logo. Oh, my logo, I want my logo to stand out. Yes, yes, your logo needs to stand out. But there must be something in that logo that give a promise that make it stand out beyond just a design. If you have the best design of logo in this world, if I come to your business, you don't treat me well, the product is not good, the services is bad, the services are bad, then the visibility is over time is just going to get lost. So number one is visibility. You want to keep your identity in the face of those who really need it consistently. You want to keep your identity in the face of those who need it consistently. You don't want to go solo all the time or into the shadow, or you are nowhere to be found. For example, Coca-Cola has reason to be one of the best. Coca-Cola, Apple, and all those people, they are reason to be best, one of the great brand in the world today. But you still see Coca-Cola ad on big screen, on television, on maybe even Super Bowl. McDonald's is so big as a brand but now you still see them advertising all the time. It is because they know that what makes their brand stay relevant is to be visible all the time. Make sure that I can remember your brand all the time. It's on my face. And each time I'm thinking of going to fast food, the first thing I want to think about is McDonald's. That is what brands do. You want to make sure that you stay visible. You are always seen. You are always there. And people always have the picture of your identity in their mind. So that anytime they're thinking about publishing, they're thinking about Cornerstone Publishing. Okay, and that is what we all have to do all the time, whether by consistently sending out text message, email. If you don't have capacity to go on to TV screen, you can do some other thing. You already have some customer, you already have send out email. Make sure you keep your brand visible at all time. At all time. Now, talking about visibility, I need to connect it with logo. I have seen some logo in my life, even as a graphic designer. When I see some logo, I am wondering, is this really a logo? Because one, it's not captivating, it's not attractive. The colors are so dull. So if you are putting together a logo for your business or for your personal brand, make sure that it's a logo that can stand out anytime, on any surface, on any background, and it will pop visibility. Look at McDonald's, for example. Isn't this, I have kids in my house and we're going out. From far off, they could see the yellow, McDonald's, icon, and they'll say, wow, McDonald's is right there. I can see it. It could be far away, but because of the yellow color, it stands out. It stands out among other colors. So make sure you pick color that is so visible, that can pop out anytime, and people can see it from far. They can quickly identify with your logo and identity. So number one is visibility. Keep yourself in the face of your audience or your target people for your business. Number two in building successful brand, focus. You need to focus on what you are very good in. Like I said something here, find something that makes you stand out and stick to it. Find something that makes you stand out. And that is why you need to ask questions about yourself. What do people like about me? What do people like about my business? For example, in Cornerstone Publishing, we are proud of the kind of layout that we do in books. I believe that what will make people read my author's books is the kind of layout. The font of the book must be right. The spacing of the book must be right. You can't use certain kind of font for books. People will not read it for a long period of time. So we are very good in making sure that your layout stand out. Okay, so and we focus on making sure that whatever it is, when anybody gets the book that is published by Cornerstone, that the layout of that book, no, they don't want to keep that book down. They want to stay at reading the book from start to finish. As a reader myself, I've read so many books, and when I see some book, I can't even read them. When the spacing is not right, maybe you see the font that is used is probably the font that should be used for a website content and not for book content. And you have to choose the right layout, and it has to be something that when you pick it up, the reader doesn't want to keep the book. It doesn't matter what the content is. So we pride ourselves in that, and we stick to that expertise. And when I was talking to one of our prospective author who has given most of his book to a bigger publisher, and I said that this is what we can guarantee you, that our book, we have the best layout of book in the world. I can bet on it, and we can do it perfectly for you, and you will be surprised. And when we did their first book, he said, wow, that is all he could say. So I'm saying this, if you know what really make your brand stand out, focus on it and make sure that at least one aspect of your business stand out, and you can communicate it effectively to your clients, and every of your clients knows that, wow, whenever we get to this company, they may not get everything right, but this one thing is the reason why we have to go back there again and again. So focus on something that makes you stand out and stick to it. For example, I talk about McDonald's a lot. There are a lot of fast food restaurants out there, but if you have kids and they are hungry and you have to go through drive-through, I'm telling you, don't go to any other fast food. By the way, McDonald's didn't pay me for this. So just go to McDonald's. The drive-through go fast. It's unbelievable. No matter how long the queue is, if you go to McDonald's, they go very fast. The reason is that they have branded themselves that they are good in delivery on drive-through, and they do it, and they perfected it, and they follow through with it. Yes, they didn't pay me for this but I am just making sure. Yes, I like the color and font size of the word greatness on your book cover. Great, thank you so much for saying that. Yes, that's what we do. So that's number 2. Focus on what makes you stand out and stick to it. Don't be distracted, stick with it. Number 3, building successful brand. Most great brand in the world today are brand that is built on consistency. This look like what I said about focus, but it's something a little bit different. Be consistent with what you deliver. For example, Coca-Cola tastes the same everywhere you go, except now that they change different kind. You have different kind of flavor and everything. But whatever flavor you choose to drink of Coca-Cola, you will realize that it will be consistent all the time. The same thing goes to McDonald's. You see, building brand is work. It's something that you have to nurture. Brand is like one of my coach, Pastor Joy, Life Changer, said something that your brand is like a baby that you have to nurture. Some people will pay anything to make sure that their brand stay consistent. There's a restaurant that is just an African restaurant that just opened here in Houston, Texas. That is open. I'm not going to mention name. I go there all the time to eat, and I eat certain kind of food, and I expect that when I get there, the taste should be consistent all the time. But I've gone there once, I get disappointed. I went again, disappointed again, because the taste keep changing. It keeps changing for that particular kind of of dish and that I choose to eat all the time there. But each time it changes, I get disappointed. So as a result of that, I don't go there again regularly, because the reason why I go is because of the consistency of the taste of the food that I enjoy so much. And when I go there and I don't get that again, there is no reason for coming back. So great brand knows what it takes, and they stick to consistency. I want to come to you, and I know that I just brag about our system of layout of our books, right? So I have authors that they will not go anywhere because of that. So if, for example, tomorrow I gave them something that is just irrelevant, doesn't work, that doesn't meet what the standard that I've produced for myself or for our company, not only that they will not come back again, they will feel disappointed. They will not be able, I will lose business because, the referral or other businesses that I could get through them will no longer be there. So you want to make sure you are consistent. You are consistent. You are consistent. Number 4, which is the final thing I want to state, delivery of your promise. Now, if you look at all these things I'm saying, they look really, really similar. It is because when it comes to branding is consistent, is constant. You know that I changed my mind today, I changed my mind tomorrow about your brand. Then people will not understand you. And one thing we say about branding from the beginning is identity and it is promise. And when people don't understand you, that today you are this, tomorrow you are that, next tomorrow they don't know where you are all about, what you are all about, people just give up on your business or your personal identity. Okay, consistency is the key to customer retention. Yes, that is true. Consistency is the key to customer retention. Very true. So if you want your customer to keep coming back again and again, it takes discipline to keep everything going consistent. But if you can do that, you will build a great brand. Number 4 is delivery on your promises. On your promise. For example, our promise for our company is above and beyond. So my clients, if that is my promise or my mantra, that we will give you a service that is good, that is above and beyond, then they expect that. They expect that. So you don't want to go below your promise. And that also go with your customer service. Your customer service, you have promise for your customer service, and that's why your brand has to everyone working for you, working for your business, your employee, or your contractors. Make sure they understand what you want to achieve with your brand, because someone somewhere can mess everything up for you. I can tell you that. I know it. So when you raise a standard, don't bring it down. One thing I don't like, for example, and a lot of customers don't like that, and clients, is when you say you are going to deliver a product or a service at a particular time, or a project at a particular time. It is always better to over-deliver than to under-deliver. If, for example, I'm giving a project, if I know I'm going to get it done on Friday or on Wednesday, I give myself 2 days extra. So I'll tell you, give us till Friday. But I know, my target is Wednesday, but I tell the client Friday. I rather deliver earlier than expected than deliver maybe even that day or more than that day. And if you can deliver on the day you promise, it's better. But don't deliver a day, 3 days, 2 days after you have promised and you're giving excuses. I'm sorry, we couldn't deliver, blah, blah, blah. People get disappointed. And you're not going to build a great brand that way, because brand needs to be consistent. It needs to be consistent. Okay, so this is all I'm going to have for you today. There are other points, but this 4 is what I can share with you here. This is 29 minutes already. Okay, and we have to round off for 30 minutes. So, do you have any question? Do you have any question? We have said a brand is an identity. What you should ask yourself is, what do people know about me? Or what do I want people to know about me, about my product, about my services? Number 2, you need to ask yourself, what kind of image do you want to project? you know. So that is very, very important. Next is that you have to know that a brand is also a promise of your business. So what is your promise? What is the promise that you're giving? If you have promised something, you want to deliver based on your promise. All right. And we say how to build your brand: visibility, focus on what you are very good at and stick to it. Number 3, be consistent. Number 4, deliver on your promise. All right. So if you can do that, you can build a very strong base for your brand, and you will continue to build on it. So for all that you've heard me say, I didn't even talk a lot about logo. I didn't talk a lot about design. Okay, those things are good, but the bottom line of your brand is all these things that I've discussed right now. This is what will make the difference. You know, you can have a great logo, but if it's not visible, it's nothing. You can have a great design, if you don't have a good, consistent service and delivery of good promises, it's nothing. It's not going to work. All right. So that is what I have for you today. So any question, don't bring down your standard. Yes. Do you take customized classes or training? Yes, I do. I do. We actually by, I think in about 2 months, I'll be doing it a 90 days coaching program for startups. So watch out for that. That is going to be coming very soon, especially for startups. It's going to be 90 days program. All right. So watch out for that. And there will be some other customized classes that I'm looking on doing throughout this year. I will be letting you know about that as we go. All right. Thank you for asking. My brother Adeyinka. Awesome. Another, this structure must be in place before the package design can be created. Yes. It's very important that on the set, on the goal, before you set out, just have understanding of what you want your business to look like, the kind of image you want to project. That will really help you, and make sure that you begin to nurture it and grow it. You know, great company protect their brand. They know that it is the life of their business. That is what makes them stand out. That is what makes them thick. That's what makes their client to come back again and actually invite other people to be part of their business. So they protect it jealously, and no matter how successful they are, they continue to make sure that that brand stay visible all the time. All right. It's a matter of time. Maybe you're just building a brand right now. Just make sure it is visible. People know about it. They know that this is what you do. This is what you are up to. And that's why I advise people, don't do too many things at the same time. Start with one thing. Let people know you with something. You may have something in you of other aspects that you're going to build, but be able, let them know you for at least one thing first. Then other ones will build on it. All right. Thank you so very much, everyone, for coming tonight. And, you know, please, let's keep this group active. I love everything that every one of you is posting here, and all the encouragement, all the tip. Let us keep it going. All right. And we are going to continue to have a great time together. Don't forget, I have a show on Pastor Show at Pastor Show on Facebook Live, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 12 noon Central Time. It's called Greatness Power. It's a motivational, empowering show. So broadcast. So don't miss it. If you miss it, maybe you are at work, please go for replay for some of those, and make sure you like that page as well. God bless you. I love you. Have a tremendous week. In Jesus' name.